Hello everyone and welcome to the English where we talk data. In this video, I will show you 4 powerful SQL tricks that you need to know as a data engineer. Stay until the end because the last trick will change how you write your SQL forever. Alright, let's quickly jump to the DBeaver, our SQL playground. And if you don't know how to install the DBeaver, just check on my previous video where I show you how to install the SQL playground using DBeaver and DuckDB. All right, so I've simulated this four three table, the customer table, order table, and the payment table. You can also get that this script there in the previous video, but I will make sure I paste it here. You can get it. All right, so let's quickly run it. So make sure to run this. You need to be like here. Click on the DuckDB and go to the SQL editor and open the SQL. This you will get this like just click on new script. If you click on new script, you will find yourself here. So all right, so let's have this, copy this, cut it here, and paste it to the new SQL editor that we just created. All right, so let's generate this table at once. Select all and generate it and run it. And if you already have the table, you can quickly check it here in the SQL lab.db. And you can see that. Just if you don't see it, just try to refresh it. Okay, you can see that all the table has been generated. You have the customer table, the order table, and the payment table. So for the first tip that I'm going to show you is that let's have the scenario where you want to have like the to create another table called a customer summary that have the amount, the cost, the order ID, and the amount paid from the payment table. So to do that, you can actually join all these table together, like select everything and join in one single code. Like, uh, let me quickly show you. For example, you select maybe this from the customer name and maybe from the order table, maybe the amount you want the amount, and also uh, from you also need the order ID, and for example, you also need the amount paid from the payment table here. So, okay, after having this one, you know that you need to join all these table together. For example, you just customer table C, you left to join with order table on maybe because we know that in the customer table we have the customer ID, which is the primary key, and in order table we have the foreign key, which is the customer ID. So let's join on this key, uh, customer ID, and here is also a customer ID. All right. So after having this one, we also need to join on the payment table. The payment table is related to the order table on on the order ID. So let's say on a equal to the O dot order ID. So this is how you want to run, like you need to write the code. And this it looks very simple because my table is very small table that I've simulated. But if you go to the real world table, the table will be a very big table. And even if you run it, this will actually make things very difficult. And if you need to make like a many drain on the table, you'll be having a very long drain here, like many drains. So to do that, instead of writing all this draining to this just in one single thing, one single code, you better use the CTE. So the CTE is going to change how you write your code, like would make your code very clean. And if you want to put another transformation for the next time or adding another business logic, you can actually do it and will also help how you debug it. All right, so we don't need to do like this. This is like it's very wrong. Like it's not wrong, but it is not a clean way to do this. So I'm going to show you the very good way to actually do it with CTE. So let's write the CTE. For example, let me just even run this in UC. All right, so is it left order? Limited 10 here, you can see. All right, so left train. Okay, okay, you can actually see that this is working perfectly, but in DBD code, you don't need to do like this. And even if you're working with DBT with SQL or in a Python, just make sure you use CTE, which is going to really help you. All right, so let's quickly write it. And for example, what you can do here is that using the CTE, let me just comment this out, and I will be showing you how you can do it with CTE. Okay, to write the CTE, you just need to start with like with the width. So you can put like the CTE customer maybe as you put it here. So and I'm going to be doing also for the city order as this is going to be the skeleton of my code. And this one, it's a very clean way, and when debugging it's very helpful. So let's also do this CTE payment as this. Okay, we have everything. So we have our customer, we have this, and we need to just put the column that we need in this. So it's going to be like our base customer, our base order, our base payment. All right, so to do there, what do you need to do here? We just need to select like the customer ID, maybe the name, and also the city. Okay, from the customer table. So that's it. We have this, and in the order table, we are interested to the order ID, the customer ID, and the amount. So let's do it. Order ID, the customer ID, and also the amount from the order table. And in the payment table, we are interested in the payment ID, the order ID, and the amount paid. All right, you can see this is a very clean way to write a thing. So after having having all this now, you can now actually do your last join here. For example, I can say here, like as I said, the custom summary. So this kind of like our last thing. So now you can do your last join here. You can do your last join here. So let's quickly do it, and you can see that we have from customer, we have the name, we have also the order ID that we needed, and we also need the amount paid from the cost from the payment table. So to do now, we just need to like to get this drain from CTE customer as C and left the drain with the CTE order on the customer ID, which is equal to the order, the customer ID. So we also left drain with the payment, CTE payment on payment the order ID, because in payment we have the order ID in also join with the order ID directly. Okay, we have this. Everything's good. Customer, and we have this is a very clean way. And if you go, you work with dbt, if you go to in the dbt code, this is how things is being generated. And this can actually help, like you want to add another logic and do whatever you want to do with this code. This is a great way to write the thing. All right, so let's quickly run it and see. I don't know if my table, and in the last thing here, that in the last select here, we can do select everything from this table. It looks a bit complex, but this table is this the way of writing the CTEs. It's very, very good. Let's run it. You can see that the payment. Okay, let's see this one. All right, so just need to reference here is from coming from customer, order from order ID, amount from order ID, and payment from payment here. So you can see customer. Okay, okay, need to put a select here. Okay, let's run it again. Okay, we can see that this is giving a wide code. Like, I really love it, the way it's showing and the way the code looks, and also the output. I love it. It's actually the same output, but I just love the way this one is showing. So this the first trick using CTE, very, very important. And you can also see that I'll be adding other logics, and I'll be doing in the same code, like in this kind of be like my base code. All right, so let's quickly jump to the second trick that I'm going to show you. That is very, very important. So for example, let's say that you want to categorize like the payment. For example, you have the I mean the amount. This amount you want to categorize it, what, like with small or maybe medium and large. So to do that, you need to do with the case statement. The case statement, this trick, it's very, very important. And if you go with any SQL code, you will find that they are using the case statement. So let's quickly say that I have this order and I want to categorize it, this amount with different category. And let's quickly do it here. You can case, maybe the case when it's just like the if statement. I mean, if you know Python, it's just like the if else case when the amount is less than 100, then maybe we can categorize it as small. That's it. Just make sure you put it well when the amount maybe is it's less than 300. It's 300. Just say like a medium, and when maybe just else just large. Okay, we just, and that's like you just put like a amount size or maybe the size. All right, so let's put a size. So that's it. So now here we added another logic using this case statement. The case statement is very, very important, so just make sure you know this one. Okay, let's run it. And I also want to have this, like this size in the last select here. So to do that, I will just need to add here. I just need to add it here, like just coming from the old table. So just here, and that is it. That is it. The second one is the case statement. You can see the category looks good, and even if you bring it in the Power BI, this will help how to see the things, if it is in a major category or maybe small category or maybe in a large category. So the second trick is the case statement. The last trick that I'm going to the third one that I'm going to show you is the, for example, let's say like the amount, maybe the amount paid is coming as no, and if people try to categorize it in Power BI, it looks like it have another category which is null. So to do that, we don't need to like to for example, let me say that I want to have the amount table. Let's see here from the payment table. From the payment table, let's say okay, let's say that maybe some order, some amount paid here is no. Let me update it. I'm going to update this to put it as no so that you see it. Update the payment. We need to set maybe the amount paid, the amount paid to maybe no. Where like I just want to update this one. Okay, wait. The payment ID. The payment ID is equal to maybe just in 0 1 and 3. All right, so let's do this and run it. So we're gonna update this, and I'm going to simulate you how you can actually do for the third trick. Okay, let's run it again. Okay, you can see that this one is no, So to do that, like you can see that the amount paid is no here. We don't need to have like this value, this the amount is money, so we don't need to have it like a no. We need to just leave it like it doesn't exist. We just need to leave it at a 0. To do that, we're going to use this third trick, which is the COALESCE. The COALESCE help you to replace a value. It's just like case when this one is no, use the second one. So let's quickly just use it in this one, in our base CT that we just created earlier. So I'm going to do it here. So I can actually do it directly from this payment, but the good way is just to do it directly from this payment. So let's do it. Coalesce. You're going to coalesce it in. You put the first one. The first value is going to check if this first value is null. Just use the second one. So I don't want it to be null. I don't want my payment to be null, so I just replace it with 0. So as amount paid. That is it. That is it. I'm telling you guys. All right, so let's run it. Let's run it and see. Okay, you can see that this amount. So let's check where the amount is no. Right, I can't say so. Okay, but I'll show you here. Just I'm gonna run this one. I'm gonna run this code. Okay, you can see that the amount now is coming at 0. So this will help do the calculation and not even having the null value in my payment table. Okay, this is the second trick and the third trick. And the last trick that I'm going to be showing you here, which is the very, very, very important one. And I use it for every situation. If I want to remove duplicates, and maybe if I want to like to get the rank, or maybe order my thing. So this will really help you. So even if you go for an interview, just make sure you know this because it's very, very important, and I use it every time when I have a situation working like removing the duplicates, and that is very, very good. Okay, so the last one here is the row number. So for example, let's say that I need to order my thing, order based on the amount, or based on the amount. So to do that, you can use the raw number. Raw number is not only for doing the ranking. It's you can do it for remove the duplicate and other stuff. So based on your use case. All right. So I'm going to be showing you here how you can use it. For example, let's say that in this order table, this order table here, I want to actually do the rank, like to order it and get the 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 the, 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 the customer the with the order with the big, the big order per customer. So what I'm going to do here is that we're going to be writing the raw number. So if you don't know the raw number, the syntax is very simple. You just type the raw number. You can see that this is giving you directly. You open like you're trying to call a function. This is basically a function, and after you do over. The syntax looks a bit complicated, but if you know how to use it, it's very good. All right. So after this, we need to partition by. The partition by is just like a group by, which is not gonna like to combine all the rows in one single row. So we're gonna partition by the customer. Partition by the customer ID. And then here, after this, there's not a comma here. I used to make that mistake that way. I used to put a comma here and after writing the order by, but there's not a comma here. So just remove the comma, order. We need to order by the amount. So it should be, as we need to get like the max amount. So just do like the descendant here. Start from the big to the small. All right. So we could put it like this, just like rename it as RN, maybe the rank. It depends. That is it. So this row number is a function we do over, is also a function we partition by the customer, we order by the amount, and we get the rank. So that is it. That is it. So I'm gonna grab this code here and run it to see how it actually looks. You can see that for every customer here, we can have like this one is the first one. This one's the first based on all the amount here. The big, the second one is this, last one is this. So that's how it goes. Okay, that's all for the thing. And if you like the video, just make sure to give a thumbs up and put a comment. If you have any suggestion, it is welcome. Thank you.